You know, I hate my recording equipment sometimes. And once again, it did it again where for well over half the video, I did not get any voice whatsoever from my microphone. Oh, I guess that's what I get for buying shoddy equipment. Anyway, back for more Sly and Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. For the PlayStation 2, but we're playing this on the PS3 collection. I honestly wouldn't even call it a collection because you just downloaded 3 games as a collection. Anyway, more freaky looking enemies. First, I mean, an elephant crossing the back is different. But we see Sly doing his usual as the game starts out. There's not a whole lot. Actually, there is a whole lot to talk about. We got everything we're going to talk about. It's been well over a month. In fact, I would say maybe even 2 months since I recorded this video itself. And I was debating whether or not to actually do commentary anymore because I don't like, I just feel like it's not exactly worth it considering the responses that I get, which is none. So excuse me while I mess with the options a bit to try and get the best out of my music while I was recording. This is going to be the screwed up version of my recording because actually, because the one I recorded after this, which is the one that was Sly 3 with Persona 5
my
music.
approach. Getting over these fortress walls shouldn't be a problem.
That one's a lot better.
We're running 5x5 here. Make sure everyone's
we're back, and this is sometime well after
I endeavor not to miss.
Sly 2,
Radio
where
control. In position. Recovery.
and it, I'm trying to think of how to go about saying
Showtime,
this.
baby.
I'm bad.
Telekinetics.
Anyway, first thing I should bring out that yes, like some guy brought out in the comments a long time ago, this kind of starts out like Persona 5, and I would surmise that the reason why he said that is because basically when you start the game, you get all these black silhouettes of people talking, and you would more or less have no idea who they are. Either someone else spoiled it for you, and even if it was like back when this game originally came out, which I think was like 2006, 2007, you would still be able to figure out who's who because you could just go online and like, oh, this is it. So ignore my stupidity in terms of trying to figure out the rules and figure out where I should be going. I'm still trying to adjust myself to the game. And yeah, this is like 2 months ago, so even I don't exactly remember how I played. I know I took damage a couple of times. Stupidity.
The ball has stopped rolling. We've got an obstruction.
But yeah, this does play out. Oh, this plays out a lot like.
First is away.
I guess you could say this plays out a lot like Persona 5. But Persona 5 took a page from Sly 3's book in between sections. Or I would say Sly 3 took a page from Final Fantasy X. And I guess I can bring out more on that in like part 6.
Let her rip, old rock.
Depending on whether or not the rest of my commentary recordings work well. If you don't know, my commentary, I hate doing close commentary, especially, well, generally on my own. It's just so, I don't know, I can't put it right there. Sly still controls more or less the same. The differences I noticed, which I believe I will bring out in part 2, so it might be not remove if I mention it now, is that there's no, well, who cares? There's no bottles to collect. Well, hint bottles to collect and open a save, so I don't have to spend like 30 minutes to an hour searching for hint bottles, or searching for hint/clue bottles.
Ball requesting door via Agent Monarch.
Get a new move for Sly. Instead, I have to actually go buy them all. I'm not even sure if I actually buy them. But I feel like I should just because I might get a useful one like I did back in Sly 2.
Nice shooting.
As for what I've read at this point, in terms of the Wikipedia, Sly just reached age 21, so now he's able to drink. I believe around that time I was trying to think about 7. I was like I was nowhere near the age to drink. I believe I was 19,
Use the
20
square
years old.
button to whack things with your cane.
I'm not.
You might have to
close
break
to
your way into the lab.
But yeah, Sly was able to drink. But in this scenario, we're busting into this place to actually break into.
Agent
Well,
Team 6,
I don't want to reveal the surprise just yet, because that will be revealed in a minute.
First is down.
I'm reading both force fields down. Strong work, Team 6.
Every time.
Anyway,
How's
if
your
you
wife doing, Richards?
get to the chat
Very
part,
well, Dr. M. Thank you for
because this chat,
asking
like this
very
actual
thoughtful.
conversations of
And your son, what's his name, Mike?
as to who our
Mark,
main antagonist
sir.
possibly
He's well
is,
too, yeah.
considering that Clockwork is no more.
Shame you won't be seeing them again.
Sir?
Afraid I poisoned your drink at lunch. Sorry, Richards, but I don't tolerate poor performance. You should have changed the security code from 123 after you installed the new system.
I'll improve, I swear.
No, you'll die any second now.
I still can't tell if he died
Yes,
from either
water leaking
poisoning,
into the lab.
poisoning
I'm
from
on my
the
way
boss,
down.
or
Oh,
if he
and
just
get
fainted
the
due to the fact
lab
that Sly Cooper was obviously
Richards
on the
got
roof
sloppy.
and nobody else saw it, and only he saw it.
The Cooper vault is just across these wires. I'm en route to your position for the loot haul. Over.
Anyway, this place is rather important. I don't want to reveal some of the surprises because not exactly. So it doesn't get revealed until like a couple minutes later as to what happened to certain characters. But if you notice, there's a certain voice we haven't heard throughout this entire thing. And that's the voice of Murray. Which, if you don't know, well, Murray decided to quit the team after everything that happened. We have set off security. Because then that security is a bad shot. Sort of.
Power down the turret with that security code.
Your point is it's still fine, right? You set the clock. You set the save code to 1, 2, 3 default setting. You generally only leave your stuff on the default setting when you don't really care about what's contained. It's the Cooper vault. Oh god, what treasure is that? Oh, nope.
Cooper! You must be Sly Cooper, the new keeper of the
Cooper.
cave.
No, you must be Sly
how I
Cooper.
long
That's
for this.
kind of a...
This vault
it's kind of a
belongs to the
moot
Cooper
saying.
family. You're trespassing.
What Cooper were you
No,
expecting?
my naive boy, you're trespassing. I've got the deed to this island. This fortress is mine. Everything here is mine, which now
No, dude, you bought everything.
Hand over that cane.
And look
Sorry,
who's in the
pal.
background.
Family heirloom. Buy a knockoff at the gift shop.
Buy a laptop. You think a
Quick,
knockoff
let's
would work?
regroup with the others. Follow me.
Considering what you saw up there was like a bunch of, yeah, as you can see right here, there's a bunch of Cooper staff. So it actually made me think like, oh, well, were there other Coopers that got killed off?
Hurry!
And that is a heavily fortified wall. I mean,
Weak
cartoonishly
side. I
fortified.
expected more.
If you couldn't get it open with drills.
Jump for it!
Yeah, Bentley is in a
Let's go.
wheelchair. And remember from way back then, well, back at the end of Sly 2, Bentley pretty much broke his back. He got his legs broken because of our little accident with Doc Law.
We don't have much time.
And yeah, that did set some things off.
The tunnel's gonna go. Hurry!
But Bentley's got some powerful arms to be able to wheelchair his way that
We're
fast.
almost home free.
And he's still useful.
The boat's just up ahead.
There's
Oh
no
God,
escape.
scary God, scary monster! Don't trying to
Fly!
create everything. Just can't how.
Weak side. I expected more.
Getting squished.
And yeah, see, I was pretty dumb back there. I didn't like this round. I didn't exactly know
It's
what
not
I was
working.
I should
Save
be hitting.
yourself.
If he wants to eat
Eat
But
this.
yeah, like all you have to do is hit him twice and you get trophy. Hey, dude. Hey, fight's over. So, as usual in a Sly Cooper game, Sly has lost his cane again. But this time,
Sly,
we don't have a
no!
Carmelita to
Hold
save
on,
him.
Sly. Hold on.
And the screen fades to white, and we have
It was like they always say. Your life really does flash before
our
your eyes.
cutscene.
There it all was, stretching back to my childhood.
Well, yeah, this is a
Born
flash
into a family of
forward,
master
or
thieves
I
that
don't know
went
what
back
the
for
proper term
generations,
is.
I was next in line to
I
continue
don't know
the
what
Cooper
proper
name.
term is as to what other people would call it, but yeah, basically this is something that happens in the future, and what Sly is going to be telling us for
But
a
fate
good
had
long
different
while
plans.
is things that happen
I was
in the
robbed
past.
of my
It's
childhood
everything that
when a
happened
ruthless gang
up
attacked
to
our
that
home.
point. So it's pretty much like Final Fantasy X.
The orphanage I landed in
It's
wasn't
very
all
much like
bad.
Final Fantasy X,
It was there
where,
that I met my lifelong friends.
where if you remember Titus
Bentley,
or Titus,
he's always
however you
been
want
the
to call
thinker.
him, was telling the story of
And
how
Murray, he's the
how
doer.
everyone got themselves all the way up to Xanarkin,
We'd stuck
and
together
then he
over the
played from
years,
that point
and our
forward.
skill, our
So it was
confidence,
pretty
and our
much
thieving reputation grew
Titus telling
stronger with each
telling the
heist.
story all the way back from the past up to that point. Or
We
Persona
thought
5,
that the
if
good
you
times
want to
would
be
never
more,
end, and that
if
our
you
luck
wanna
would
be
never
more
run out.
relevant.
which only made
Where
things tougher
you were
when the odds finally caught
you
up
were
with us.
you were telling your story up to the point where you
Then I
finally
met this
got put
guy,
in jail.
McSweeney. who
Anyway,
claimed to
this is
have
how
run with my
Sly
father's crew back
got
in their
himself
heyday.
familiar with got to find out about
all
the
over
vault.
the world and amassed quite a collection of priceless items. It was then that McSweeney
With
told
the
me
giant
all about
walrus
the Cooper
dude that
Vault.
eventually left him hints about
It
how
seemed
to
that my
find
father,
the vault.
like all my ancestors, had
But
been
in order
hiding
to
their
break
wealth
into
in a
the vault,
secret place for
and
generations.
in order to break into the vault,
Each one
he needs
adding
help.
to the treasure hidden behind a door.
So how
that
did
if
he
McSweeney's
acquire
story is
said
true,
help is how we're
only
going to
a
be
Cooper
playing
can
through
open.
this game. And yeah, that is a
Using
lot of
some
riches to be
well-placed
contained
clues
in the
provided
vault.
by McSweeney, we set out for the secret island that held the vault. On arriving,
What would I-
we discovered
I don't
someone
think I
by
would
the
make
name
it
of
as a
Dr.
I don't think I would
M
make
had
it
already
as a
set up
Cooper.
shop. From the looks
To
of
be
it,
honest,
he'd been trying to crack
I would
the
want
thing
to.
for
I would
years,
end up wanting to
growing
spend
steadily
all the
more
riches
frustrated in his
in that
failures,
vault.
and more
Either spend
paranoid
it
as
all
the
or just
decades
give it
rolled
away
by.
to somebody.
He built himself a fortress.
Like I
with
would
security
not.
as
I
tight
would
as
not
Fort Knox.
exactly uphold the family name.
Getting inside the place would take precision, creativity,
I would not.
and
I would not
moreover,
hold up the
it
family
would take
name. I'd
an
be
army
like,
of world-class
I'm not deep
thieves.
for these riches.
Finding and bringing together that much talent
Like I would
won't
just
be easy.
donate it or something.
But to get inside the Cooper Vault and collect my inheritance, I was willing to pay the price.
But yeah, that's our story, and that is part 1 of Sly 3: Honor Among Thieves. I'm gonna have trouble trying to not call it Band of Thieves because it's the same, because it's more or less the same. And why did my computer go into sleep mode? I am recording. Do you not see that? Do you not see I'm recording, computer? Oh. Anyway. That is part uno of Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. I totally want to call it Sly 2, Band of Thieves, because you can get away with calling it that as well, since you're still considering what happens in this game. Just expect to see a lot of familiar faces. A lot of familiar faces and a couple of new ones. Anyway, when we come back, when this begins, first there's a 2-player mode, but also we're going to be doing some training. Some much needed training to remind ourselves of the controls. Until then, I am Brad reading Gaming Mole, signing off. Thanks for watching.